Welcome to a Dark Brock highlight for Pokemon Pocket. This is one of my favorite brews I've put together in this game so far, and I think it does a phenomenal job of showcasing some of the deeper deck building this game has now and will likely continue to build on as they release more cards. So Brock is a pretty potent supporter, gives you a guaranteed fighting energy onto specifically Onix or Golem, with that second one being a massively heavy hitter and single prize Pokemon that can wallop for 150 points of damage with its 4 energy attack. This attack is noteworthy because it only takes a single fighting energy, with the other 3 that it demands being able to be any color. This got my gears turning. Could I build a stalling deck in another color, i.e. dark in this case, to put damage up on the board while I slowly built up Golem on the back line and then eventually got that singleton fighting energy from Brock. This allows our effectively 2-color deck to be super consistent. We're getting guaranteed dark energy every turn while allowing Brock to provide the fighting energy for our finisher at the end of the game. Weezing is one of the best stalling stage ones of the game, has 110 hit points to start, and more importantly, it can be bounced back to our hand with the supporter Koga, meaning even after it takes a hit or 2 from your opponent, you can reset it and put it right back up again. Weezing is also no slouch when it comes to cracking your opponent for lots of damage. You get to poison them, which gives you 20 damage on each turn cycle with the back and forth, and it tackles for 30. We pair this with Farfetch'd, one of my favorite colorless cards in the game that cracks for 40 every single turn starting on the first turn you have to attack, and we get an incredible amount of early pressure that Golem gets to jump in at the last second and clean up whatever big card they have, getting our last prizes. This deck really impressed me with its consistency and power, and I hope these games do the same for you. If you do like what you see, smash that button for the rest of the day. Have fun. Alright, give me a Weezing setup in the opener, huh? Just a duck. Gonna feel bad if we get red carded, but we want to dig for some basics here. Not gonna feel bad at all. We found 2 basics. Perfect. Can't attach an energy from the energy zone on turn 1, so just playing these out and passing it over. I want this game to take my freedom currency, but they're saying I can't give it to them because I'm not from Middle Earth. LOL. Sorry, I mean, they're gonna pass the turn and do nothing. I play strong plays all around. Win-win, chat. 1 legendary fire creature or 1 slappy bird. We brick on Weezing, we could be in trouble. Really need a Weezing or a Graveler. Ideally both. Oh, I already have Graveler, I'm dumb. Ignore me. Second Farfetch'd, I think. Seven cards, so 2 Weezings and 7 cards. Arcanine, gorgeous full art, 120 a crack with that one. But notably only 150 HP, so. Yeah, you definitely play the Brox in advance, Derek. 100% playing the Brox in advance. Radu, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, and like now, again, this Golem threatens 150 damage in a singular crack. So they take 1 match point here. But I need to go ahead and slide my duck up. And then my duck cracks the Moltres. And I get 2 match points. And then we're set up with the Brock on the Golem here to be able to clean out the Arcanine in one go. Yeah, and then the Golem, we're on 2 match points. Is that the strongest attack on a non-EX? If you don't count Dragonite, which kinda does 200 if you squint. Ooh, that's a good call. Golem could do 200. Yeah, so 2 match points to 2 match points here, but our finisher is ready. And this is, again, kind of exactly what this deck is looking to do. We set up with Farfetch'd and or Weezing. Weezing was nowhere to be found, so the duck was here. And then Golem gets to be our big finish. And we've unfortunately hit like our 10% failure rate here. Can play a game and see how it goes. They're starting on routes, but I would wager we are probably scuffed in most games where we have to lead Geodude. Because of the existence of red card, I think we're chilling on the Professor's Research route. Fair start also appears to be very bad here, though. They don't have a Mewtwo, they just have this Grillia. So now I have to decide, do I want to put an energy on this and retreat it and poison them with the Weezing? Or do I want to evolve and hope I top deck the Brock? I think I just want to poison them, honestly. The Brock is less than 20% to show up here. The cards are not one-to-one with physical at all. There are a number of digital-only designs. And I really hope they choose to do live balance as opposed to strictly banning cards like they do in the paper TCG. All right, do they have Gardevoir is the question here. They found the Mewtwo. If they have Gardevoir, we could be in trouble. Although Weezing being weak to Weezing is definitely helpful. They do not have Gardevoir, which means they can't attack this turn. So that's very, very good for us. That probably means we have enough time to take this over. Good example of a game where our draw wasn't ideal, but the opponent's draw was also really far from ideal. So Mewtwo is weak to dark types. So I get plus 20 damage anytime my Weezing attacks in. Someone actually asked earlier why Weezing over a different stage 1, like Starmie with a free retreat, for example. And higher HP is important. We have 110. Koga letting you stall has value. And Weezing effectively hits for 50 even against non-weak things because he does 20 per cycle with the poison. And then these on my bench only ever take 1 energy to power up, so you don't need to put energies on them in advance. So we're basically always powering up Golem when we have an active attacker. Even if they have Gardevoir or a Giovanni here, they're just going to KO our Weezing, taking 1 match point, and then we'll get to KO their EX, taking 2 match points. A lot of people have referred to this Mewtwo EX deck as one of the best decks in the game, and I just don't. It's reasonable, it's competitive, but I feel like enough people aren't playing decks like what we're doing yet, which is just like outright aggression to be able to pressure these EXs before they get set up. They have a second Mewtwo here, which means they have a shot. But again, I'm playing a single prize deck as opposed to their double prize deck. So I'm gonna get 2 match points off this knockout here. And if we can find a Brock in a reasonable amount of time, there's one of them. They're gonna be in trouble here. They are not in a position to be able, even if they have Gardevoir, this back Mewtwo EX only has 1 energy on it. So I'm gonna get to poison this thing and crack it. And then even if they manage to cobble together something that deals with my Weezing here, the Golem is set up in the back line to just 1-hit KO anything they do as our finisher. Threatens big boy 150 hit. No, because they wouldn't be able to 1-hit KO the Farfetch'd, right? Because it's only 50. Yeah, I think we were good. So we get to Brock the Golem. We get to put energy on here. It's a shame we don't have 1 more energy on the Golem, because we would have been able to win this turn. Oh, I guess we can't Koga this turn. So we Gas Leak. We tackle for 50. They could think you're unlucky missing Bite energy for so long. Yes. We are unlucky by our own design. They have the Weezing knockout here, but we have the Golem finisher, so they're stuck. They can't even retreat because all of their things are dead in 1 to Golem. Yeah. Big Weezing on the opener. Koga ready to go. Plenty of time to buy. Koga lets us return Weezing in our active spot to our hand. So it kind of gives us a free retreat and it gives us a damage reset on it. Get him up, get some damage ticked out, and then get to pull it back. Yeah, I could pull a buck back too, but not in this deck. The Professor and Pokeball are currently auto-includes in every deck. Pocket decks are basically 16 cards. I guess I have a couple of decks that don't play Pokeball because they're weird, but I don't think they're good. You have shuffled my 3 cards into 3 different cards. I guess losing the Koga is a little sad, potentially. Thanks, I think? You know that hits for more, right, opponent? Alright, one Weezing, one Geodude. Or one Koffing, one Geodude, I should say. So, they need another potion, or this thing is going down. So they go to 50 when they pass to me, and then they take 40 from the duck, and they take 10 when they go back. This is another one of those. This is 18 Trader 2 EX deck that people have been acting like this is a good way to abuse the system, where you're guaranteed to get a basic. But again, it just feels like people aren't playing enough. I'm gonna crack you for one with a leak slap. People keep asking me in my deck highlights why I'm putting Farfetch'd in my decks. And I just feel like they need to see more games like these ones, where it's just like, and the games where we play into Mewtwo, where Farfetch'd just like gets up and just cracks them every turn while they get set up and they don't have a chance because of it. Eldrick, thank you for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. We're going second. Can I get a duck? I would love to have a duck on one while going second. Thank you for asking. When you have Professor's Research and Pokeball, the order you should play them in is determined by how many basics you want to find. So if I really only need one more basic, I want a Pokeball and then Research. However, like, look at this game and the spot that I'm in. I really wouldn't mind drawing 2 more basics. So I'm gonna Research here and then Ball, because I would like the highest chance of getting the most basics out of my deck. So I want more basics in there when I go to draw initially, basically. And hey, look! 40 for 1. Looking real good, video gamers. Quitcha! Yeah, perfect setup here. We got the duck to lead on for the attack while we're going second. We've got Koffing with Weezing. We've got the Geodude to get going. Early pressure with the duck and the poison. Finisher with Golem down the line that'll get them beat. Koffing, again, anytime we don't need an energy to attack or do something in this deck, the energy goes on the Geodude. Because Ducks and Weezings only need 1 energy, and Golem needs 4 eventually. Everybody has a plan until they get cracked with the leak, chat. I'm through all my basics at this point, yeah? Actually, this is GG, basically, yeah? We Sabrina the Kadabra up, and then we retreat to the Weezing. And they're weak to dark, so we're just done here. So the poison does 10 and the tackle does 30 or 50. And Weezing Farfetch'd is a good enough aggressive start that we don't need Golem in some games like this one, but it's important for finishing in others. Yeah. Atherine, thank you for the 15 months. All right, dragon stuff. Game, they get to have first energy advantage. And we didn't start on Weezing, but duck slaps at least. All right. That's a big boy. It's a shame we're not playing Greninja. People doing stuff like this where they put up a thing that's just a meat shield where they never intend to attack with it, then slowly murdering their entire backline with Greninja is one of my favorite things. And then I can't put the other Farfetch'd on my bench, but we'll thin it out of the deck here. So we can be more likely to draw Weezing. Or another Brock, honestly. Was Golem's text box. Golem does 150 to its target and 50 to itself for 4 energy. It also notably only takes a single fighting, which is useful because Brock is our only way to attach fighting in this deck. We're all dark energy. All right, giddy up, cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay! This might be wrong. It might be right to finish with the duck and just not be this aggressive, but I kind of just want to hope they don't have the Dragonite. We can run them down. They're through most of their deck. This is probably wrong. Cool. 0 heads. Sounds lovely. Alright, and then we just have to hope with a full suite of Pokemon, Dragonite doesn't double hit our active. Although I guess there's a world where this is low enough and it takes us 2 attacks. I think putting up the Golem was wrong and I was supposed to slow roll it. Oh, Golem could have died to Dragonair. Yeah, no, they can't resist just Draco Meteoring. Oh my gosh, their Draco Meteor did all 200 to Koffing. That's actually hilarious. And then I drew Sabrina and get to KO them. Yippee-ki-yay, gamer. Yippee-ki-yay, gamer! Yeehaw! Got him. Good night. It's the terrible start. It's actually only our second start on Geodude in an hour and a half. It's pretty unlikely that we're forced to start on him. We're 80%. You're guaranteed to have a basic. We only have 1 Geodude out of 5 basics. And then some of the hands where we have Geodude the opener will also have another basic in there with him. Just retreated out. I am explicitly not evolving him because evolving him increases his retreat cost, so he might be retreating next turn. It's a lot of Misty Heads. Alright, we'll put Koffing up. We'll get the poison going. We don't get to tackle this turn, but we get a little bit of damage on the cycle from the gas leak. They could have Tentacruel here. Tentacruel will get rid of the poison. It will poison us back. Sabrina. This seems like Tentacruel. Obviously, we're putting a duck up as a sacrifice. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. That seems loose then. Not a sacrifice, just a murder machine. See, I thought we were locked in there with them. Little did I know they were actually locked in here with us. All right, the Brock top deck here means that a second Brock top deck on the 1 in 6 next turn lets us finish him off. Right, and they're actually still just done to a Brock off the top, because we get to knock out their EX for 2 match points because we do 150 on the Golem. Yep. That's fine. We'll get him on the next turn, yeah. Oh, actually, we're just done either way, right? Because I have the Sabrina and their things at 40. Sabrina's so good. I think most Pokemon Pocket decks start at 15 cards right now. I think you're 2 research, 2 balls, and a Sabrina in basically every deck. Thanks for making it to the end of the deck highlight. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want more deck highlights like this one, other game news updates with everything related to Pokemon Pocket as we head towards that October 30th global release.